One of the things that I've found that hinder many persons from achieving the goals that they want to achieve in life, it's habits. We're so busy with our lives that most times we formed bad habits and we haven't recognized it. Some of us are aware, some of us may be unaware until someone perhaps has pointed it out to us. And our habits can hinder us greatly from achieving our goals in life. You want to lose weight, and you may have a habit of comfort eating or stress eating. You're working on an important project, and you may have a habit of texting while stopping your work to look at text or check every notification that comes in. So we all have different habits that are obstacles to our success, whether they break your flow, whether they prevent you from being able to apply yourself 100% to what you're doing. But these bad habits, another habit can be procrastination. Procrastination is not a character flaw. It's actually a bad habit that has developed over time. And I'll use a practical example. I have a son who's 12 years old. And sometimes he might say, oh, Mom, I'll do that tomorrow, or I'll study this tomorrow. And I instantly stop him there because I know the habit of putting it off to tomorrow, it will grow with him. And as he becomes a young adult, then he begins to procrastinate in other areas of their lives. And we all procrastinate at times, so what is important is identifying what that habit is. And I just want to focus on that only for this video. What I want you to identify 2 to 3 goals that you absolutely must achieve in the next 6 to 12 months in your life. What are the 2 to 3 goals, or at least 2 goals that you must achieve in the next 6 months of your life? Whether that goal is finding a new job, whether that goal is changing the job that you're in now so that you can do something that you love, whether that goal is starting a website, starting a blog, because you want to write about things that you're passionate about, whether that goal is launching a business, whether that goal is writing a new book. What is that goal? Whether that goal is losing weight. What is that 1 or 2 goals that you absolutely must achieve because it's important to you? It's important to your family. It's important to you and your values. But that goal is something that is important to you. Identify at least 2 goals that are important to you that you must achieve in the next 6 to 12 months. Then here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a note of habits that you have that have been preventing you from achieving that goal. And if we reflect and take some reflection time, we can identify those habits. I'll share my story. There was a time I weighed 89 kilograms after my second child. And it was really a struggle for me. I had knee problems. I had to go to the doctor because I had no swelling in my back. And I had to go get those massages. And every time the doctor will say, hey, you need to lose weight. Until I muster up the mind to go join a gym. I joined the gym and I'm in the gym exercising like everyone else. But somehow I think that everybody's looking at me and I'm the only one who looks the way that I look. And everybody else looks perfect. So I dropped out of the gym after 2 weeks. I started running on the road, and then I stopped running after 2 weeks because I felt like everyone was looking at me and I looked so obscure running. And what did I do? I fell back into bad habits. Habit of comfort eating. I was comfort eating all the time. Another bad habit I had was when I was cooking. How many of us nibble the food while we're cooking? So much. And that was another bad habit. But these are little habits which stop you from achieving your goal. So then once you've identified the goal that is important to you, which then for me was I had to lose weight. It was now affecting my health. So it became an important goal for me. And then I decided, okay, I'm dedicating the rest of this year, that year, the next 12 months of that year to lose the weight. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to make a note of 3 things that are standing in your way. Whether it is the support that you would need, whether it is more knowledge that you would need, whether it is training that you need to find. And then here's what I want you to do. Write 3 things that you will do differently to achieve that goal. In my case, using my previous example, what I changed, number 1, I changed my perception of dieting. Because you see, when you tell yourself, oh, I'm on a diet, somehow it just doesn't stick. And so, at least for me, that's my perception. You feel like it's something that you're doing temporarily, and then you're going to go back to something. So I changed my perception of food and dieting. And then I said I changed my lifestyle. And this is what I did. I'm telling you from practical experience. Every day I would say, I'm changing the way I eat. So this, by repeating that, I'm changing the way I eat. By repeating that short self-affirmation, what happened is that I began to believe it. I no longer looked at what I was doing as a diet, but now it appeared to me like a lifestyle, my new way of life. I'm changing the way I eat. And by changing my perception of food and my perception of dieting, then I got the discipline to start exercising. And then the second thing I said I would do is I would exercise 5 to 6 days every week. And then the third thing I said I would do was drink more water because my body was dehydrated. So identify your goal, that goal that's important to you. Achieve success in whatever goal that you want to achieve. Whatever goal that's important to you right now. And make a note of those habits, those bad habits that have been standing in your way. And I use my example to show you that I too had my bad habits when I wanted to lose 89 kilos. And in the end, I did lose that weight. In the end, I lost 23 kilograms. In one of my past webinars, I shared the photos with the group, and people were astonished and inspired to see, because you could actually see the size of my leg then and then the size of my leg afterwards, you know, because it was my struggle. And I know it's possible. I know it is true that our habits can hinder us from achieving success. So I want to encourage you right now to take some reflection time, identify your 3 most important goals for the next 6 to 12 months, identify what's standing in your way, identify the habits that have been hindering your success, and write 3 things that you're going to do differently to get the results that you want, to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. And you can do it. You can achieve the success that you want to achieve. Whether it's writing a book, you can do it. If your hindrance with writing the book was procrastination, because you always said, I will start tomorrow. Oh, I'll write my 1,000 words tomorrow. Oh, I'll do the research tomorrow. I'll do the outline for the book tomorrow. Whether it's to start, build your website or write a blog and you kept putting it off. Or you did not set aside the time to plan. Your habit may be you don't plan. You just go with the flow and you fail to plan. So go through. If you reflect, you will be able to identify the habits that are relevant to you. Whether it's distractions, whether it's failing to plan, whether it's comfort eating, stress eating, procrastination, perfectionism. What is your habit that is relevant to you? And don't let it put you down, because honesty is the first step to change. There's a famous quote. Let me see if I can find it. I took a note. Vincent Lombardi. I love this quote. It's not whether you get knocked down. It's whether you get back up. So I want to leave that with you today. It's not whether you got knocked down. It's whether you get back up. So you get back up and you keep on the path to the goal that you want to achieve, and remain focused for success.